Or what do you think, Ada? Am I the one who's wrong here?
Well, I really feel you're right. It's really an issue to be addressed, especially the profession and then the threat to life.
Absolutely. More than anything else, I want the noble profession of broadcasting to I want broadcasting to be noble again. I wouldn't have been a broadcaster if I considered it ignoble. I wouldn't have been a broadcaster if I considered broadcasting an inferior career. I've dedicated 25 years of my life to it. I am a proud broadcaster. And a lot of broadcasters are running away from this fight because it started in religion and the people don't want to involve themselves with anything that has to do with religion. I don't know why people are scared. There's nothing that is going to happen. I keep saying this over and over again. Before I go any further, I'd like you to pick up your phones or any gadget that has the internet, your computer. Adobe, please just humor me for a few minutes. Pick up
Okay.
any gadget that has the internet on it.
Okay.
Someone said 25 years, awesome. How old are you? I'm 43 this year, 44 this year. I started when I was 19. I've been working as a broadcaster since I was 19. Ask Femi Obong. So I want you to pick up any device that is on the internet. Any device.
All right.
Someone said insult imam. Why should I insult an imam? What has an imam done that deserves insult? Secondly, I don't insult pastors. I preach the truth. But they see it as insults. Anyway, has everybody gotten an internet device? Do you have an internet device? Any internet device, please. I need you all to participate in this. Do you have it? Ada, do you have it?
Yeah.
Type Daddy Freeze on an internet device. Type Daddy Freeze. Let me also do it. Just Daddy Freeze. Abby,
Yeah.
what comes up?
It's still loading.
Okay.
Daddy freeze.
Yes. Just
Okay.
everything. The first 5 stories. Just tell me what you see on the first 5 stories.
Nigerian broadcaster
Okay, one.
and Daddy freeze and David Ibiyomi. The
Continue.
OAP response
No,
why
no. Leave the news stories. Just come down a bit. My 5th story.
Okay. David Ibiyomi to Daddy freeze insult viral video. David Oyedepo and other Nigeria big pastors. Okay, it's a story and it's BBC News. And
Just count the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Daddy freeze. A picture of you and your family.
Okay. Then go down a little. What else do you see?
Your detail in Wikipedia.
My details in Wikipedia. Please read out my details in Wikipedia out.
Ifedayo Olarinde, popularly known as Daddy Freeze, is a Nigerian Romanian broadcaster and radio talk show host.
Okay.
Born on the 6th. Okay.
Now, on the very first page, once you type Daddy Freeze, on the very first page of Google, my entire life info is there. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Right there. You don't need a prophecy to see this. Do you need a prophecy to see this? My name is there. My mother's name is there. My primary school, My second, you can see my second, can you see my secondary school? My university? Can you see it, Ada?
Yeah.
So how can my information be this readily available online? And then someone goes on to say, I'm Somalian. Then the person goes on to say that I don't know my dad. With my information available online. And then the person will come tomorrow and give prophecy. Little wonder that it was only Daddy Freeze that saw that this year will be rugged for everybody. How do you miss this available information online? I would be embarrassed personally. Imagine I'm fighting Ada and I come and say that tall girl that is like a giraffe called Ada. And then I now meet Ada in person. What I how where is God speaking? At what point does God speak to me? When Samuel went to Jesse's house and Jesse brought out his son, as Samuel declared Eliab the rightful king, God immediately corrected, said, no, 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 that's not him. Oh. That's not him. So at what stage, let's even go spiritual on this. Somebody called me and said, Daddy Freeze, you have to be careful with all these pastors. They'll be praying for you. I say, let them pray. Pray that they've been praying for me for the last 3 years and I'll be more successful. Please let them continue. My issue is with the noble career called broadcasting. That's where my issue is. And I'm not trying to hijack a religious talk and turn it into a career talk. Let's have this discussion. We have young people studying mass communication today as I speak to you, trying to be broadcasters. Trying to be, and then they are, somebody saying is mere broadcasting. Let me tell you guys, I'm a proud broadcaster, but a mere servant of God. That's why I did not enter preaching full time. Oh. I can preach full time. Oh. You think I can preach full time? Me where God don't give revelation. Me where God don't show scripture. Now so I go cross leg, they preach for now. When I hungry smart, I just use one side of Bible stone and all of them I go quickly go bring money come. You think we can't do those things? But that's not, my pride is in my sweat. I make my money as a broadcaster. I work. Do you think it is easy to be up at 10 o'clock? Abiada?
No.
Is it easy to sit up at 10 o'clock when everybody else is dozing off? And then you have to shine bright light in your face so people can see you, and then you're online and you're broadcasting, and then somebody comes and says, in mere broadcasting, how much do I have? If I was collecting tithe and offering, I won't be doing mere broadcasting. I won't be mere. I have preached, and let me tell you something. I have given you prophecies, and you have seen them come to pass. I have shown you things in the scriptures that many of you carrying these Bibles up and down never knew was there. Those secrets were not revealed to me by flesh and blood. I want to ask you, as a Free Nation member, as you joined Free Nation, have you not learned something you did not know your entire life? Ask yourself. Even if you are at conflict with the information, the revelation I'm giving you, even if you don't agree with it, are you not hearing it for the first time? Then everybody is angry that people are there touching religion. Religion is not untouchable. Christ himself was not untouchable. The Pharisees were not untouchable. Paul was not untouchable. Peter was not untouchable. Stephen, go and read the book of Acts chapter 7. You see what happened to Stephen. He wasn't untouchable. Paul bragged. He said, I've been beaten more times than you, flogged, stoned, everything. What does that show you? It shows you that Paul wrote most of the New Testament. Meanwhile, Paul did not write it from the back seat of a limousine. He did not write it reclining a leather chair in a private jet. He wrote it running, jumping, shipwrecked. He wrote hungry. Times when he was cold and didn't have enough clothes to keep warm. So if Paul could be criticized, why are we afraid of criticizing Nigerians who were not even there when the gospel was written? They are criticizing rabbis. They're criticizing even the Pope is being criticized. Pope, long, long. So what exactly is the issue? If his anger was that my tone to the bishop was wrong, okay, let's discuss it. Maybe I was upset, but in all fairness, I listened to that video. I simply criticized what the bishop said. Is it wrong for me to criticize what the bishop said? Especially when I'm doing it, I'm not using Ayelala to criticize it too. I'm not even using Bible. I'm using the same efficiency. As you read verse 5, verse 22, I read verse 21. I said, let's look at this holistically. Let's come from a bird's eye view. And then there's anger. And then my profession, my noble profession. And you see, sometimes I laugh. Only one broadcaster that I've known from my youth, Kwame, who owns Nigeria, he called me this morning and Kwame was angry. Kwame was fuming. He could not, but you see, that energy is going to die out because most broadcasters will rather stick with their religion. Most broadcasters will rather support their pastors. Most broadcasters are afraid of coming out and standing for their own career choices. If people like us don't speak out, they'll be telling you, politicians will be telling you to keep quiet. I don't see any politician in Nigeria that can tell me today to keep quiet. Someone said, I hate pastors. I have pastors, GOs, on my speed dial. We're having a live show one day. I called the General Overseer of OPM, Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere, right live while I was doing a show. I'm quite close to some pastors. Anyone, we don't need to agree on doctrines. Let's discuss. Everybody shout out, Daddy Freeze, you are friends with Apostle Suleiman, you're friends with... I can reach... I don't want to call him now, but if I call him now, he'll pick my call and we'll talk. He'll hear me out. He doesn't need to agree with me. He'll hear me out and say, Daddy Freeze. There was a time he has called me for Daddy Freeze. This is the way you talk. I know day with you. You know, try you. Why did you say this? Why did you say this? Why don't you even check it like... And I went, checked it, and I realized that, okay, I could have done this in a better way. And whether you like it or not, there has been an improvement. It might be slight, there has been an improvement. I remember when there were times I used to always be at loggerheads with Pastor E. Adeboye over doctrinal matters. Look at how wonderful Pastor Adeboye has been throughout this COVID period. I can't agree with him 100%, but even wearing mask in public, do you know that statement alone? Went to see the president, social distancing, wearing of mask. You could see that he wasn't hiding it. He canceled their whole Holy Ghost, what is it called, and moved it online. So there are times when there's a revival going on. There's a revival going on. And a lot of people, especially clergymen, are beginning to look and discuss. If there was nothing wrong, with the way we're doing things, why are there so many issues? Sometimes, when you've been doing something for so long, you don't realize that you've taken a wrong step. But somebody coming behind can point out to you. So you've got to, I don't know how to put it. We've got to work together as a people. I don't hate any Nigerian pastor. I can't. I don't have the power. Anybody who knows me. Let me give you an example. There's one guy called Raphael. Raphael and I got into a quarrel over doctrinal matters. Raphael fought with me, dragged me on social media to a point where I unfollowed him. I don't know whether I even blocked him or unfollowed him. Yesterday, Raphael was one of the first 10 people to call me.
Wow.
Immediately he put that call through to me. I forgot everything he has said about me. I forgot everywhere he has dragged me, all the videos they've done and called me names. I forgot everything immediately. And I was like, hello, my brother. And we had a conversation. I don't know how to hate people. I find it hard. Some people think that, okay, because my ex-wife and I had issues, I can't hate her. I don't know how to. I find it difficult. I can be angry with you for a season. I might not want to talk to you. There are people who have betrayed me. I take betrayal very seriously. There are people who have betrayed me. So even if you and I make up after the betrayal, I'll keep you at an arm's length because I don't want to be bitten again. And you know that. It's like that, but I have no capacity to hate anyone. Someone is telling me, guy, go and sit down. You don't have a message. Me. Simply Vic, you are there. Please help me educate the brother. I don't have a message. I have not taught you 1% of what God has revealed to me. I don't even know where to start from. Sometimes to carry the message and come and give you say fear they catch me. Because I no go understand. Me no get message. No. No. I preach effortlessly. Effortlessly. From my bed. Now I start to sit down. Before, no be lie down, they lie down. Before my brother Jigs called me one day, say, Baba, you got to sit down. They look serious. This one way they lie down, they preach. He no good. No lie down, they lie down. Free Nation people, no be like that, they lie down preach. How they lie down like this? Okay, open the book of John, chapter 4. Oh, yeah, open it. Have you forgotten? Even when we used to do, after that, I used to lie down and lean on one of my elbows to preach a message. So you can accuse me of many things. You can even call me a mere broadcaster, but that I don't have a message. No, you can't say that. You can't say that. And by the way, I'm not a mere broadcaster. I'm proud of broadcasting. I'm proud. I've done something for 25 years. If you do something for 25 years, won't you be proud of yourself? You see, now broadcasting is sweet. I can sit there in my house on different media, cross-leg. As I'm talking to you, I'm wearing boxer shorts. Ada? Now boxer shorts are the way. I'm telling you, I can sit down like this. And there was a time, when I worked in BCOS, ask Femi Obong Daniel. I always keep mentioning Femi. We know how we used to be. BCOS, when my monthly salary was a recharge card. And I never saw it as mere bro, even then. Then I came to Cool FM. And I used to work 9 days a week. Ada, you don't ever hear that kind of thing before? 9 days a week.
How are you doing it?
Let me break it down to you. I had to work 5 days in production.
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, because I had a few gigs I was running on Friday, laughs and jams with basket mouth and one or two things, I would now recommend that I do Friday overnight into Saturday morning. So I won't have to be in production. So I'll work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I'll have a day off on Friday. Or sorry, I'll have a day off on Thursday, and then I'll work Friday production, close at 5:30, then begin my overnight shift at 1 a.m. Now, I managed to get a radio show on Saturday morning where I could go and talk on the radio. Somebody left the radio station. I've forgotten who it was. I don't know if it was Lakeside back then. Big shout out to my homeboy, Leke Laguda, Lakeside. And I grabbed the show. Then, problem now started. Somebody now brought somebody to replace Lakeside. I wanted to take the show. I said, no, I have to do that show. Then they said, who will now do the Friday overnight into Saturday morning? I said, don't worry. I will do the overnight into Saturday morning. Because that was the only way I'll have that Saturday morning. So I had to. So what I will do is I would work Friday, close at 5 o'clock. I've worked my full Friday. Then I will now begin overnight into Saturday. Close at 7 a.m. and hand over to myself at that 7 a.m. Now I will run the 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Ask anybody who was in Cool FM at that time. Just so that I can do that 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., I had to sleep over in the radio station. Then I will close at 1 p.m., go home, and come back again by 1 a.m. to run into Sunday. So there was one particular time, I think it was Olisa then. Olisa went on leave. I will close at 5:30 and go and do Olisa's show. Close at 9 o'clock. Take a 4-hour break. I used to arrange chairs, like 3 chairs. Sleep on those 3 chairs to catch 3 hours of sleep so that I'm up by 1 a.m. again. And I'll now broadcast till the next morning. And then the next morning, I now take over and do a proper show where people can actually hear me talk. Because how many people listen on a Friday night when everybody's coming from the club? And guess what? It was party club mix. So I used to play mixes. So I'll put a mix of 1 hour. and doze off while listening to, as in I learned the art of sleeping off while listening to music. And was CDs we used to play then. So sometimes the CDs will start to skip. Who has ever experienced that with CDs before? I'll wake up from my sleep, quickly put the next CD, continue. That is how much sacrifice. I used to hang out in the studio the whole day. I used to be one of the best voiceover artists. All entertainers can attest to this. I used to work on MTN and Airtel at the same time. That time it was Econet Wireless. I used to do, at that time it was actually illegal, or not illegal, but it was unethical. That's a better word, because you cannot be lending your voice to competing brands. But I was one of the best voices back then. So I used to do all. Once they bring the jingle, the amigo do am. Then I used to be I used to be head of production before I rose and now became head of broadcasters for Cool FM. Before I started relaxing and going into ministry and going into my own platforms. So I couldn't have done that. I could not have slept on the chair, on the floor, on the table. I remember one time there was a guy called, he used to work with us, Ike the G. We came to the office and we're both tired. And normally I would go and sleep in the hallway where the engineers used to have an office. And one of our engineers just died tragically back then.
Wow.
So I was now afraid. So I could not sleep in the corridor. So me and Ike the G now slept on the tables in the studio. We couldn't have put in all this effort for somebody to come and say it's a mere. If it was mere, we'd have just sat down and crossed our legs from our houses like we're doing now. Do you know how hard it is to build a following online? Do you know how hard, someone said I don't have a message. Do you know how hard it is to have a message? I respect do you know that in radio hierarchy, between me and Ada, for instance, there's probably 15 years. I take Ada as my colleague, my level. I've never made Ada feel like she's less than me. Ada, am I lying? Maybe I have done.
No, never. I told you that.
This show is supposed to be live and dangerous with Daddy Freeze. I've made it live and dangerous with Ada and Daddy because I know that there is no way you will do show with me and you will not be able to pick up something. You must grow. I've never seen anybody as my competition because I know I'm in my own lane. You can't be me. And I can't be you. There are people who I respect so much. People who have also paid dues. And shout out to all of them. This is a wonderful job that we have. A wonderful career. Nobody should rubbish it. Because of Bible that I still know how to preach. And I don't want to argue that I know how to preach Bible more than some people. I don't want to argue that I know how to prophesy more than some people. I don't want it to become an argument. Because it can become an argument. And that's not where we're going. And let me tell you something. If you cannot prophesy about me that my whole life is on the internet, how do you expect me to believe when you come and say, God said he's going to bless us? Do you understand?
So sad.
So I think my time is up on the radio. It's been wonderful. First of all, you need to understand that disabuse your mind. I don't hate any pastor. I don't like falsehood. I don't like misrepresentation. I do not like it when the population is being manipulated. I don't like it. And sometimes I get harsh. We can't solve every problem at the same time. Do you know how many things I see and I look away? The ones you are even seeing me fight, that's the one that I have decided, you know what, I'm not going to take this one. Do you know how many I see? I just say, okay, okay, just let it go. For peace to reign, we'll attack it some other time in some other way. But that we will not say that truth. Ah, you don't turn Sharia now. And people are happy. Let me tell you, if anything happened to me in Nigeria today, and by the way, I'm putting this on the record, if anything should happen to me, for those threats that David Ibiome made, hold him responsible. I will say that over and over and over again. Hold him responsible should anything happen to me. As far as I'm concerned, and from the last time I checked, Nigeria is a free country. You cannot threaten me with arrest. And you be police. But anyway, let's leave that. Just if you just hear say, Daddy Freeze get headache, just know who to hold. Because somebody cannot come and issue a threat to life publicly. I don't hate him. I don't have anything against him. As a matter of fact, I will pray for things to be okay with him. Do you know somebody called me the other day and was praying and was raining? I said, stop it. Don't rain curses. No. Don't rain. No, 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 no. I began to lecture the person. The person said, Daddy Freeze, you are a strange one. I said, yes. Pray that things will be, that it will be well with him. Yeah. That's what Christ would do. That's what we're taught to do by the gospel. You might not like his methods, but don't curse. No, 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 no. As a matter of fact, if even God wants to be wicked to him, I will beg God on his behalf. Father, but what needs to be addressed too. That's on one side. You cannot issue a threat to life. And then, let's just get that straight.
Okay, Daddy Freeze.
God bless you, my darling.
God bless you too, and be fine.
Yes, it's been a beautiful day. Thank you so much to everyone. Big shout out to all our callers, all those ones who disagree with us. Moses, shout out to you. God bless you. I know me and Moses, they always fight, but I love you still. Big shout out to what's the Koboko man? He didn't call us today. You know, you are the people that make me a broadcaster. In as much as you annoy me sometimes, all of you, as in I'm talking to the radio audience now, even though you annoy me so many times. Without you, I don't have a job. And I realized how precious my job was after that onslaught. I realized that, oh, wow, okay. So let me thank those who listen to me. So all of you that I've fought with, all of you that I've been angry with and said things to on the radio, I want you to know that I love you all. We agree to disagree, but you have been the reason why I have a job. And I'm proud to have that job. Let me not take that job for granted. Because if I take it for granted, other people will come and say it's a mere broadcast. Not a beer. How much does he have? And God bless you. Love you loads.
Stay blessed as well. Good night.
A beautiful, beautiful day it was, or it's been. I would love to talk to Kwame. I don't know if he's still awake. I didn't tell him. Let me just call him up. I just hope Kwame will not go off on a rant, because I know he's not happy about what's going on. Let me call him up.
Hello?
Kwame, I hope I no wake you up.
No, I don't.
You know, I did live for my show, and you and I had this conversation. So I want to just bring you on, if you don't mind, for a few minutes.
Okay.
It's about broadcasting.
No problem.
You know, I want us to be as polite as possible, because I know we're both angry over this particular issue. But,
No problem.
By the way, Kwame is the owner of Nigeria. He needs no introduction, so let me just present him to you. and he's been a colleague from Playtook Studio in Hagbowo in Ibadan. First time I met Kwame in my life. We used to, you see, let me break this down. Kwame was our senior then because he was in OGBC, and OGBC was close to Lagos. So we Ibadan people used to look up to the OGBC people. We came from a broadcast where in the middle of an FM station, you just hear Akedeku Yawa, an obituary announcement. You know, so OGBC was a bit tusher because it was nearer Lagos. So I used to hear of Kwame. I'd never met him before then. Who's this Kwame? That's how I just saw this guy. Cool, just sat there, was collecting CDs. Our radio stations did not have libraries. So you want to play good music on your show, you don't want to play the nonsense they have in their library. You have to go to a DJ, become a DJ's friend, give the DJ money, do shout out for the DJ, and then the DJ will record a tape for you. Kwame, why did you laugh now? Don't be our mere broadcasting work. So that was the first time I met him, and to be honest, that I think was in 1997. And Kwame he moved to Star FM. I remember when I was promoting my album, I went to see Kwame. That time I was driving a car called Santana. If you don't know that car, just know that you are young. From there, he built his own empire, the Nigeria empire. He has his own Yoruba channel, Igbo channel. He has made more money from broadcasting than I have. Let me just confess. These are the real that's why he's paying them, because they make money, they don't collect tithe, they don't collect offering. So Kwame, when you heard that statement from Pastor Ibiome, calling broadcasters mere broadcasters, how did you feel? Especially since I know you've dedicated at least 25 years of your life to broadcasting.
Well, yeah, you're actually right, Freeze. It's 25 years this year, 95 till now, where we've been on. And thanks for the introduction, and thanks for telling me to keep it clean, because I had a conversation with you earlier today, and I think we're not in another day, so it was yesterday.
Yes.
And I wasn't so polite then.
And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And I must put it up to you. I've been singing your praise all day. You are the only broadcaster that has put a call through to me, that has set religious differences aside and say, you know what? We can't take this attack on our industry. We can't take this attack on our profession. We can't have our profession belittled. You are the only one that has put this call through to me. So I said, you know what? I cannot have this conversation and not bring you into it. I'm sorry I'm calling you at this time of the night or morning, but you have to air your mind. Just please keep it polite.
Well, I basically saw your call and I was like, okay, has this guy been arrested or something? Do I need to go post bail for him? Because almost anything can happen in our country these days, and we just smile and just go on. The men of God have become God of men, and it's so sad. It's so sad in the sense that the impunity with which people talk these days is crazy. And I look at it and I just shake my head. The fact that we're quiet doesn't mean that we don't have things to say. It just basically means that we choose to ignore a lot of things and bury our heads in our different hustles. But it gets to a point that you poke people in the chest and people are like, yeah, so what you want to do about it?
Shout out to Tunde Ednot. Big ups, bro.
Yes, there can be back and forth, so to speak. Like I spoke to you, Free, and I said that you were the first warning to this Pentecostal rascalism that we have masquerading as churches right now. And I stand by it. My name is Femi Aderibide. Spell it right. There's so much abuse of power, and there's so much going on that I don't care. People can believe in whoever they want to believe in. People can worship wherever they want to worship. People can do whatever they want to do. No problem, as long as it's within the limits of the law. But when you look at the level of oppression, the level of, the way people go about this thing called Christianity these days, it sickens me. It sickens me and it upsets me. And why I took it really personal was that when you denigrated broadcasting is part of media. Media is the fourth estate of the realm. It's in the Constitution of Nigeria. You understand? The role of the pastor is not in the Constitution of Nigeria. When there was COVID, the media guys could move around. The pastors could not move around. Why didn't they move around? You understand? So we should look at things, and freeze is the first warning to the Pentecostal rascals. Is the very first warning from God. They should go and listen. And the second warning is COVID. We all know that technology is going to replace organized religion in the nearest future. Look at Europe, look at America, look at the UK. It's already happening. Technology is replacing religion. It's becoming the new religion. And you see people here they're not hearing that wake-up call, and they're not acting accordingly. That's why you have youth pastors without any online presence. That's why when people go to church on Sundays, by Monday to the next Sunday, it's Twitter and Facebook that's raising them. So many, we lost the plot. This is, my father was a pastor at CAC. You know that the ACACs, the Anglicans, the Catholics and all that, you know that they lost a lot of young people. They lost a lot of young people like us then, when we were young people, to the Pentecostal churches. The Pentecostal churches, if they're not careful, are going to lose a lot of people to the Facebook church, to the Instagram church, to the Twitter church, and whatever else is coming, to the TikTok church, and so many other churches that are going to spring up. They should not be looking at opening churches in every street, but in every mobile phone, because that's where the real battle will be fought in the future. But they don't see it. They're so comfortable with the money that they're collecting, and they feel there's so much braggadocious statements and all that, calling somebody a Somalian, calling somebody a white person. How dare you? What happened to turning the other cheek? You're the son of a father, so you must talk anyhow? Come on, man. Even your father is behaving more like a Christian than you. Come on, man. You know, I come from like my man
You talk, you don't. So it's better to talk.
So, but when you strike so close to home, like I said, I've known this guy over 25 years. We used to eat amala together.
Oh yeah. Nobody like amala reach me.
They don't say if you want a bad or boy.
Ogunfe na upgrade. My amala goes best with roundabout.
Dip your hands in, and it will peel your hands off. Man. They look at free. They don't know if that guy, that bad boy.
Yes.
Amala pass anything. You think he's from Somalia? That
I'm from the Ibadan version of Somalia.
Papa na big man. You know, because it just brought me back in the day. And I thought that perception had changed. People like us, my father was a bank manager. My father was in Union Bank. And he had problems introducing me to his friends, because his friends had lawyers and doctors and engineers and architects and sons. And he found it hard to say my son was a radio DJ. And those were the times I determined that we will make broadcasting a honorable profession. And we have done that.
Amen.
Anybody can say nonsense in any pulpit anywhere, but I dare him to go to America, to the UK, to anywhere, and disrespect broadcasters like that, and see if he will ever get any airtime in that country. ever again. But my people will always collect brown envelopes, so they will keep quiet. God help us all.
God help us all. So well spoken, Kwame. So well spoken, my wonderful brother. Lovely, lovely working in this industry with you, even when we don't see. I know that
You
you're
still
still
owe me
doing.
a car show. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I remember you owe me a car show.
Yes, 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 absolutely. And we're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. We actually should. Once this COVID is over, boom, we're going to do that.
I'm definitely coming to get some of Madame's food. I hear you don't have a wife. I thought you did.
Man. And he should actually thank God for how, because the anger with which I wanted to use to reply, I'll finish recording the video.
It's no use.
Madam will just sit down behind me and say, "What did you just do?" No, 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 no. I'll take it again.
It's no use.
Again. Last,
no
and now
use.
calm down and say, "Okay, man."
You know. I mean, they have police escorts. They have unlimited funds. They have support from big men. I mean, so it's easy to look down on anybody. But Jesus says, "Turn the other cheek." That's what.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's what he said. It's hard to be a Christian in an egotistic environment like Nigeria. I've not really seen any proper and real Christian. Shout out to Pastor Sam Adeyemi. I don't know him. I followed him since my days in OGBC when he used to do stuff there. Now that is one man.
Big shout out to Pastor Sam. Big shout out to quite a few of, even before you call.
I mean, I can pick you from the top of my head. There are other fantastic guys out there. Shout out to them too. You know, I do not mean to disrespect you.
Tunde Ednot is watching us live and he's saying hi.
Oh, Tunde Ednot?
Yes.
You don't know how proud I am of that guy, Tunde Ednot.
Hey, Tunde Ednot. I'm so proud of him myself.
I know this. I know his story, and I like people who reinvent themselves and look at him today. Look at so many people. 1999, Star FM Corridors, Two-Face Idibia brings the CD of Knock Me Up, their very first Plantation Boys CD. Please, Kwame, help us play this. 1999, look at Two-Face Idibia today. LD brings their CD, Shake Body. Look at him today. And so many others. You know, there you came to Star FM.
Yes, now I came with my CD.
I said, look, you be fine, boy, you go, boy. This is not the place for you. The island is the place for you. We won't get here on the mainland. Find just look for somewhere better. And you called me that, hey, my cool FM. I was like, this looks more like it. You came with Madame that day, you know.
Yeah.
And it was. I still remember these things like yesterday, you know. So we come a long way. They had problems introducing us to their friends then. And now we employ people, we feed our families, we don't beg, we don't go cap in hand. You know, we thank God for that. We thank God for where He's taking us to. So anybody can say the same.
Tunde Ednot is saying thank you to you, Kwame, for that wonderful, wonderful speech. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. You made broadcasting an industry. I've never said this to you publicly. I might have whispered it to you. You made it an industry. You did things at a point in my life when I got scared. I never thought it was possible. You floated your own channel, Hip Nigezie. I remember the first time you came to talk to me about it, you pulled up in a 1995 Camry. You know?
My green Camry.
Yeah, I remember that old Camry. You came up and said, you know, this is what you're doing now, this is what you're doing now, this is what you're doing now. You know? And I'm so proud of you. Remember Femi Obong now? Femi Obong is our Oga in Cool FM. Head of station.
Femi Obong is a genius. I hope to make enough money to put him one of these days.
Yes, no, he's a brilliant mind. Brilliant mind.
Fantastic guy. Very serious minded, very focused right from day one.
Do you know when I was coming to? Do you remember that I felt that you were not going to know me? Femi is my guy in Nigeria for now, but it's like my brother. Do you know when I was coming from Ibadan then to come and meet Kwame? I went to meet Femi. I said, Femi, Kwame, if you don't remember me, Femi can write notes.
How many outcasts I know?
Femi Obong, write note. So when you see Kwame, give him this. You know?
How many Somalians do I
know? How many people born on a ship do you know, Kwame? you know.
Well, what I'll just tell you is that it takes a special anointing for one young man with a mobile phone and data shake the entire kingdom like that. You know, they don't see the force behind you that made that happen. Every single person has responded to you. It shows the impact of your message. And they forgot the impact of the message. They started trying to ridicule the messenger, but they forgot the message. They did not understand the message. And those that understood the message were too far gone to do anything about it. But one day, technology, I keep saying it, it's not about opening churches in every street. It's about opening churches in every mind. And as long as that is not the focus, we will get it wrong.
Oh, thank you so much, Kwame. Thank you so much. This is refreshing. We should do this more often.
The church. So many people from the church. Where are they today? Are they still in the church?
I was having that conversation with Sega Link. We used to be in the same church. We used to attend the same church on the island.
They need to start listening. They need to start listening more. It's time for them to listen. They need to listen to this generation. They need to understand where the millennials and the Generation Xers, where they're coming from. Because or else they might have nothing to hand over to those people. They might have nothing to hand over. It's not about how many buildings you built right now. You know, go to Britain and see massive churches. They're empty.
Some of them have even turned to nightclub.
Yeah.
Simply Vic sent me a picture the other day. One guy was dancing. He took a picture. I could see Virgin Mary in the background. I'm not making this up. He's here. You can. Even the Pope is saying many of the churches that are no longer being used should be turned to orphanages, should be given to homeless people. Now, why do we keep the buildings? For what? When people don't have houses? Let them give them.
But you see, broadcasting is going to keep going on.
Now, more people are... Now, Kwame, before there were few of us. Every single person who shoots an Instagram TV, IGTV video is a broadcaster.
Yeah.
Tunde Ednot that you are seeing here is a broadcaster.
Everybody. Tunde Ednot is bigger than some TV stations.
Yes, now it's bigger than some conglomerates.
Tunde Ednot has more people. That's why I said he just can't imagine how much crazy love I've got for him. I've not spoken to him in a while, but the day I do, I'm just gonna give him a COVID free hug, you know.
Oh, awesome,
because,
awesome.
I mean, these are young guys. This was a guy who was struggling to be known, struggling to be an artist, struggling to be, was in an agency, and he just went up, and today, look at him, and so many others like that. But do they get celebrated? Do they get known? No.
Well, I'm sure when Tunde is cruising in his nice car, I'm not going to mention what car it is, but the day I saw it, I freaked out. But I know when he's cruising that car, the car gives him his accolades.
Don't worry, one day I'll take a picture with him and show people that I know Tunde.
Yes! You know. I can't even believe that Tunde Ednot is on my live. It's like Obama is on my live.
my children are like, you know, Two-Face, you know this man, you know that. And yes, I know that. Wow. So you know they're like, yeah, we all grew up together. Yeah. Well, I'm like, you tried to be star one time. Oh.
Me, I don't even know who Two-Face is. I know Ino.
Oh my God.
If Two-Face were to call me, not say this Two-Face is
Thank you,
Libya, he
bro.
say, you know.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Network has
Hello?
shown itself. Kwame.
I can hear you.
Okay, yes. Sorry, I thought network. Soso, I was supposed to be on the phone with Soso. Soso is also calling here. Soso, I will call you. We need to carry this matter.
Hello, I can hear you now.
So thank you so much, Kwame. Thank you so much. This has been so beautifully said.
Now.
Oh, wow.
The net is not working, obviously.
Let me call him back again. You can see Airtel. Make this thing not on Watertel. You guys need to fix this. Call failed. Y'all can see Airtel. Airtel, you owe me money. You messed my live recording up. Airtel, I'm not even joking with you guys. What is this? Call failed? I'm using iPhone 11 Pro, the most expensive iPhone, except for the 11 Pro. What's the other one? The bigger one, because I don't like the size. So it's not my phone. It's still, you can still see call failed. It's still right there. Call failed. 2020. This never happened to me abroad. Airtel, fix this. Fix this, Airtel. I have about 80,000 Naira credit. I shouldn't be suffering from this. You can check my data, my credit balance from your back end. As a matter of fact, I can even dial it and show you people. I should not be suffering from this, Airtel. Do you want me to switch my line? Should I move to another network? MTN, Glo? Airtel, fix this. This is, I'm talking to Kwame. Do you know how hard it is to get Kwame? I'm really upset. Just so you know I don't play, I'll show you my account balance. Let's take a look at that. 77,000 Naira, that's my balance. And I can't make a call. Someone is telling me switch it off and back on. Really? Is that Tunde not you are here? Is that people make call in Atlanta? You switch your phone back on, and I do that all the time. I do that all the time, and it's upsetting. You guys need a lot of things need to be fixed. If somebody has 177,000 Naira credit, just so that I can always make those calls, always have, and then my data bundle is 29 gig. Look at it. 29 gig, that's my data bundle. I know they play because this is my life, this is my work. So I'm not happy with this. Tunde not go call me now and say that please go and get camera, go and get this. I don't like your this. When network does not want to work. Chief Fine Babe say Atlanta, we're here. McDonald, brother, I bless you. So let me put a call through to Kwame and just thank him for his time. Make you no vex. I want to go and bring my father's phone from Ibadan, the one that did that. And we say hello. Please, no vex. So I don't vex for the network since. I cannot believe network will do us like this in the middle of a broadcast.
It's you that jump-packed the network now. You got people buzzing.
You know, and it's a struggle. I'm using what's that, IPNX fiber optic, and sometimes I do. Oh, Nigeria needs to. You see, that 5G needs to come, because all these 2.5G, 1.5G that we're using.
You've been loyal to Airtel, you know.
Oh, I've been loyal to Econet Wireless, Airtel.
You've had that number for almost
20 years.
Now.
20 years, literally. Yeah. I got it in 2001. We're going to 2021.
Yeah. You've been loyal.
I've been very loyal, so I'm not happy that in the middle of a live broadcast the phone will cut off and I have full bars. Check full bars of service, full bars.
That's how
It's
it
not
is.
right.
Midnight callers are busy.
We pay for our own calls.
Maybe
We don't
I love
need
you
any
as
discounts.
well.
I want, you see, even when I do my data plans, I don't do unlimited. I want the best data. I want the best service. I don't like free calls because when you give me a free call, then I'll now not be able to call.
Yeah, with unlimited, what I see is that after a while they put a cap, and after that,
Yes, and after that, you will not be able to send an email, let alone do a live broadcast. It has happened to me before, so I don't do unlimited. Give me 150 gig, bola. That's how I buy data, and let's work with that. Kwame,
yeah.
God bless you. Thank you so much for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, bro. There'll be back and forth. You can't hit people without expecting people not to hit you back.
Yeah.
But when it now becomes, about your parents, you're attacking your family, things like that, it's in poor taste, especially coming from the quarters which it's coming from, and all that. Broadcasting is my life. That's what's given me, that's how I feed my kids, and that's how we've been able to change so many lives. And when somebody just talks about it anyhow, because you have some money, from a lot of people giving you money, then you feel you can just say anything you want to say, and because you know that in this environment, most likely you'll get away with it. So I really don't blame you. You need to go test that freedom somewhere else, maybe in a more organized society, and see how it works. See how it works.
Thank you.
I like your response. I like your keeping it.
Yeah, I'm trying. This is not typical, but at the same time, because I got a lot of support online, I got a lot of people reached out, a lot of people stood up for me. I didn't want to let them down by now going to fight like Agbiru. So I just said, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me be civil in my response for once. Let me address the salient issues that were raised. Thank you very much, Kwame. God bless you.
Thank you. Just remember that when you're trying to cause change to happen, when you're trying to go against an established system,
yeah,
you will face a lot of heat.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you wake up and wonder, should I really be doing this?
Many times.
You start feeling that I think I should just crumble and give up. But that is when you should remember why you're doing this and keep going on. Because a lot of people are being impacted one way or the other. Yeah, people will shout and say, what's wrong with this one, madman, this one, blah, 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 blah. That's, you can't have greatness without the stones and the sticks.
Yeah.
They will break your bones once in a while. They will break some of the bones. But it's just the way it is. Ask anybody who has aspired to greatness.
Yeah.
So just keep going. We appreciate what you're doing. Keep it about the message. Do not get personal. Don't when they go low, don't go low. Just keep it about the message and keep propagating that message.
Amen. Thank you so much, bro. These are words on marble, because whether you like it or not, there are times when you feel like giving up. Times when you get bullied. Times
I know.
When they try to make you cower.
I know.
They leave the message, like you said earlier, and attack the messenger, forgetting that the message has life, but the messenger is human.
I know.
Thank you so much.
There's no perfect messenger.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no perfect messenger.
Somebody said they are
Even
falling
are
asleep with your
also
sweet voice.
messengers, and they are not perfect.
Kwame, somebody said they are listening to your voice and falling asleep. That is soothing them.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's what
it
happens
used to be a big.
when you have a radio
Radio
voice.
back in the day.
Yes, now I did night show too. Do you remember Wale Dawn?
Oh, Wale Dawn. This is Wale Dawn.
This is Wale Dawn. If Wale Dawn should talk for you now, all of you will sleep once. Wow. It's Wale Dawn. Love Serenade.
Wale Dawn.
Yeah. There was a time I was practicing to speak like Wale Dawn. I went to stand in front of my fan. Wale Dawn.
Shout
All
out
right,
to all
Kwame,
the great
thank you
old school
so
broadcasters,
much.
Those guys we had back in the day, Femi Obong, Wale Dawn, the greats, all the greats, Femi Sholu, Musa
Yes.
every fantastic person out there that we've met one way or the other along the way. Kule Job, I mean, there's so many of them. God bless them all.
God bless them all. God bless them all. Thank you once again. Thank you, Kwame. Thank you so
All right,
much.
bro.
And do have a lovely night.
Thank you. Bye.
That was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. Big shout out to Kwame. Kwame, as in he just awakened some memories. Tunde Ednot, are you still here? We need to appreciate Tunde Ednot. What Tunde Ednot has done for Nigeria, no other blogger has given other bloggers a platform like Tunde Ednot. No other blogger. I don't know if he's still here. McDonald, I see you. Tunde Ednot, where are you? He's probably gone. He's very busy. He's always blogging and working. You call him up, I'm quite close to Tunde Ednot. He's my brother, someone I regard, someone Taste Buds loves. He has supported all of, you don't know how Tunde Ednot they support you. Even financially, will support you financially. That's how much of a human being Tunde Ednot is. You know? He would, what he does for artists, forget the giveaway and all those things. When he picks somebody up, someone who has, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. There are times when, because of these pastors, some blogs will not carry your stories. Some blogs will carry the pastor's story but not carry your reply, just to make you look bad. Who do you think we run to in times like that? You could just go meet him and say, Tunde, this is my own response. Tunde said, no, just send it to me. Never arguing. Tunde says, no, you're an entertainer all around. We know you're not a blogger. You're an entertainer all around. You're more than a blogger. You're a human being. Many of us are aspiring to become human beings. Even though we're born human, we are still aspiring. No. I know they joke with Tunde. I know they carry and play. And he know. I've never said this publicly before, but he knows that I don't joke with him. Somebody tell me, say, Ibio may no be Adeboye, you go enter prison straight. You are joking. Enter prison for what? Say I correct doctrine. Now so Nigeria lawless rich. If there's anybody that's going to enter prison on this matter, no be me. Mona gauge and well. I no go talk past like that. Let me ask you a question. What was Kemi Olunloyo arrested for? Criminal defamation. What he did on that pulpit to me, what is that? That's criminal defamation. Racism. Let me not talk. Let me just leave him. I don't have any issues with. Let me just not say anything. So, are you still here or you've gone? You don't know that direct threat, that's criminal? You don't know? threat to life. You don't realize that that's a criminal offense if there's any justice in this country. Guys, calm down. Don't let anybody make you feel that anything is anything anywhere. The whole Nigeria is not Port Harcourt too. I don't come from the gutter. My mother is a professor of law. Write it down that I said it. A professor of law. Do you know how many sons has gone through my mother? Have gone through my mother before I back down. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Say I dey fear, say wetin go happen. Yes, I'm afraid, but not for myself. The only thing is, if anything should happen to me in this Nigeria, just know that it's Ibiomi. Just have it on the record, because he put out a threat to my life publicly. I have the recording. I have it on email. All my family members have a copy. And you all witnessed. You are all witnesses to it. So thank you so much for everyone. Buki, Unstoppable, I see you, my beautiful sister. Thank you so much. Wonderful interview we had together. Uchi Wali, I see you, my brother. I saw Chifine Babe earlier on and Frank Gauze. Are they still here? Chifine Babe, are you still here? I know she passed by. My beautiful sister Adiola Oni, how are you doing? Lovely, lovely, lovely. I don't know if you're still here because I saw you earlier on. If you're still here, just say hi. I know this is late. Demi Alabi, hi. Thank you so much. You see, without you guys, my ministry, my work would have been impossible. So I want to appreciate you all. All of you. I want to appreciate the team Tunde Ednot, first of all. I want to appreciate people like Simply Vic, Chifine Babe. Chifine Babe is a doctor in the US. She does not play with my matter. She has reached out to me, as in the moment this thing's happening. If I didn't know that she was she's a nurse, but also a medical doctor. She has a degree in nursing and a degree in medicine. And she will never play with me. Big shout out to Ali Baba. Please, can you record me bowing down for Ali Baba? Please, just record it and send it. This for Ali Baba. Ali. Funny Tohib. I hail you, my brother. I beg, wherever you are, just bow for Ali is an elder. Egbon leje. Ali Baba. Egbon. Somebody say, just hail me. I can't hail you yet. I'm hailing Ali Baba. Alina Elder. No. I've seen what Ali has done for his juniors in the industry. And there was a day I had a quarrel with Akpororo. And Bobby jumped in with Akpororo. And then found out that Akpororo was actually the one that was wrong in that instance. And Bobby said one thing to me. He said, this is what Ali would have. This is what Ali used to do for us. I cannot let any other comedian suffer. And for that, I did not hold it against Akpororo or Bobby, because I saw that spirit of Ali Baba. Ali will fight anybody to protect his least comedian. Funny time, say make I do giveaway. If there's anybody to do giveaway, now you. You will go still pay tithe to me when we finish this. When we close this live, you go still give me tithe. Ali is not just a boss, he's an elder. Egbon, when they say person are Egbon. Somebody saying, help me beg Tunde Ednor to repost my video. I've been tagging him for some months. You know, say once you enter that Tunde Ednor blog, you go hammer. Somebody saying, Daddy Freeze, you are saying women should not submit totally. Total submission from any gender is slavery. We must both submit to one another in love. And when you love your woman, you love her like Christ loved the church. Love her to the point where you're ready to lay down your life for her. The submission is automatic. The submission is automatic. Women, by nature, submit when they see love. I don't mean love of, I love you, baby. No. Love of sacrifice. Love of your own submission. Love of setting your selfishness aside to make her better. 100% she'll submit to you. But if you don't do that love, you are saying, hey, you must submit to me, you must submit to me. The Bible says, wife submit. How many things the Bible say do you do? The one that favors you, jump on it. Love a woman, she will submit to you by default. Only a bad woman will not submit when she's presented with love, sacrifice, and selflessness. The reason why she's not submitting is because she knows you don't love her. Person who don't check your phone, see message from Titi, see message from Uche, see message from Amina. Then she go submit. She dey mad. So that's the thing. So I don't agree with a wife must submit to her husband. Submit to what? They submit to nonsense. So for you to accept submission, you have to be like Christ. Go and read that Ephesians chapter 5. And that's where this whole argument started from. The man is meant to be like Christ. If a woman does not see Christ in you, what is she submitting to? Ogun? Some of you, palm tree get more value than you. Make woman submit to palm tree. There's nothing to be submitted to. There's nothing in you. So instead of you looking for a woman to submit to you, make yourself submittable to first. Like Christ loved the church, you must love your wives. The wife must submit to you like Christ. Meaning you must first be Christ. You think it's easy to be Christ? Meaning they will beat you because of your woman. Meaning they will insult you because of your woman. And you must take it in the way Christ took it for the church. Meaning they must be ready to sacrifice you for the woman. And you must still take it with your head up. Then when you do that one and she doesn't submit to you, God will send Ogun to go and deal with her. God will send thunder to go and knock her door. You cannot lay your life down for a woman and then she does not submit to you. You know what's Titanic? How easy was it for Kate to submit to Jack? Very easy. When you date the woman, let me tell you something about guys. You guys don't know. You guys think you can actually get away with a lot of stuff. I'll date 4 girls and I'll pick one. That one you pick will always know she was one of 4. Women are like that. They know when you don't put them first. And they will never put you first. Shout out to everyone here today. Thank you very much. Let me close today. Shout out to all my Somalian brothers and sisters. I love you. You guys are a very beautiful African tribe. you're very beautiful African people, wonderful people. I'm proud to be associated with you. For all those who were born on a ship, I'm also proud to be associated with you, even though I was born in a hospital in Cluj-Napoca, Transylvania, Romania. Yes, I'm proud to be associated with every human being on the earth. I love you all. We are all one. All our lives matter. God is with us all. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for those of you who stood by me. Thank you for standing with me. Thank you. Let love reign across religion. Let love reign across tribes. Let love reign amongst us all. I love you guys. God bless.